Barry.
Think so.
Not too good, you.
Hi guys, I am back. This is Mark White coming to you from the Telford Centre. We're at the last 8 stage now. Phil Wildman had a good win in the last round over Kev Simpson, up against the Spaniard Manuel Fernandez. Straight race to 8. We do have 2 tournaments going on at the same time here. We've got one best of 3 sets races to 5. We've also got this one, which is a straight race to 8. Quarter final, as you see on your screens. So a little bit of a tactical battle going on at the moment. Maybe taking on the bank. Apologies guys, we are working on a little problem. We'll have it sorted out very, very soon so we can enjoy the rest of this match together. Hopefully you're back, guys, everything is okay. Hopefully the problem's been sorted. 9 ball for Phil Wildman. Ties it up then at 2-2. Ball race to 8, 9 ball racked on the spot. There's the break box, using the Matchroom break box format. Lots going on around, you can hear breaking balls. Lots of other matches in progress from both of our tournaments, from the GB9. Good to see Dan and Luke taking over the reins of the GB9. I had a nice little chat with them during the break. Big plans. And they're coming up with a good business plan, and hopefully we're going to see lots more going on around the UK for the GB9 tour. Push out call from the Spaniard. Lots of great players have come out of Spain over the years. Now he's just pushed to a jump shot here. After the jump shot, your opponent, sorry, after the push out I should say, your opponent is allowed to put you back in if they don't fancy it. It all depends how Phil Wildman feels now about jumping the edge. Oh, he can actually see the edge. So of course he'll play it. Had quite a lot of it, didn't he? Oh, he's played this really nicely. If the cue ball runs, he needs the cue ball to run. And it has. Absolutely beautiful shot by Phil Wildman there. So that push out turned out to be not a good one. has got the jump cue out. And this is quite a difficult jump. Not only over the 5 and the 6, over the 7 as well. Just rechecking his aim. Well, he got there. It doesn't matter how you get there, so long as you get there. Looks a bit like Cole Boys, doesn't he, from a distance? Phil Wildman. It's not him in disguise, is it? Getting a second chance because he got knocked out of the main one. I think it was young Cole Ganaderberg who knocked out Cole Boys, wasn't it? The youngster from Estonia. Previous winner of the Junior World Championship from Estonia. Dennis Grabet, also from Estonia, getting knocked out by, wasn't it Gary Wilson that beat him? I think it was. And he should have beaten Albin Ocean as well last night, Gary Wilson.
What a match that was. Sorry for just jumping right in there, but good afternoon, everyone.
Yeah, I mean, 9-7 up he was, and then Albin came along and won the last 3. Unbelievable match, but I really think that Gary Wilson, once he sorts his breakout, could really be a breakout player from the snooker world to do some damage in the 9-ball world. He's had some pretty good runs so far in various tournaments. Now, thin shot on this 2-ball. Cue ball coming naturally round 3 rails to leave the 3 into the bottom left-hand corner as we look. It's one of those shots, just concentrate fully, focus on that 2-ball and push the cue through in a straight line. Cue ball's going to do what it does. Oh, he could hold it off of 1 rail, could he? He did. Well, gone a little bit far. Needs another good shot here, a similar shot, isn't it, that he's just played on the 2-ball. Kind of a carbon copy, just the other end of the table. Manuel's fellow Spaniard going through as well. Avi dos Santos Sanz. Dean Shields, of course, as you might have seen on the stream. Wade Morley went out. Lots more pool to come for you today, guys. We are going to get down to the final stages after today. We'll have our 2 finals for you tomorrow from 3 p.m. local time. And we're going to be liaising with Matchroom on their semis and the finals of their big tournament, of course, that's going on at the moment. And actually, a big score to bring you from there. Eklund Kachi is 9-4 up on Shane Van Boning. Phil Wildman looks like he might be going through 3-2 up against Manuel Montello Fernandez. I was talking about Spain producing some great players. David Alcaide Francisco Sanchez Ruiz also. Jose Alberto Delgado, one of the kind of unsung players, but a very good player all the same from Spain. Also Jonas Salto Comino. The Island Boy is his nickname because he comes from Ibiza. Never been there. I was a bit of a party animal back in the 90s, but never made my way to Ibiza.
You might have to
So Manuel.
book a holiday over there then. Tick it off the list.
I'm on one permanent holiday, Sam. I'm in Thailand.
Yeah, well, that's very
Why
true.
would I
yes.
leave here?
Yes,
Why
that's
would I
very
leave
true.
here? I always pinch myself and think how lucky I am to be doing what I love. Living in a great country. It really is a great pool scene here as well in Thailand. You can play a tournament every night of the week if you want here. Back to this tournament. Manuel breaking off, looking to tie things up in this race to 8. Looking to make the one ball in the left-hand side pocket. Also keep your eye on the green 6. That could also go close to the corner. Well, the 6 got kicked out the way. One ball was on its way. Now, does he have a look at this one? Can certainly rail first it. Looking to swing the cue ball round. 3 rails. Some left-hand spin on the cue ball. 1 rail. 3 rails. Beautifully onto the 2 ball. Now 4 ball is the tricky one though. He needs kind of like an angle he's got now on the 3 ball. Maybe a little bit less so he can stun across in the direction of the 6 ball, unless of course he wants to play the 4-8. Can always play the 4-8, but he has got this angle. Oh, he doesn't want to be up over the 7. I think he is. He's just doubled the difficulty of this shot now. Mind that 8 ball as well. Oh, this is a really tough shot. Needs to dig down as well. A little bit of right hand spin. Well, how well did he hit that? What a great shot, Phil Wildman. Being a great cueist, he's in the blood. He got it from his father. Now just a little dab of left hand, just half a tip of left hand spin here, just to widen the angle off the rail. Doesn't want to go too close to the rail. He's all right. These tables really are playing beautiful. I was speaking to the tournament director during the break and he told me he's been talking to all the players and they're loving this Z9 cloth that the players are playing on. It's not too slidey is the word on the street. It's normally a problem, isn't it, with when they put new cloths on tables for tournaments. They're always very, very slidey for the first 5 or 7 days. And by then, the tournaments are usually over. Well, that's gone slightly wrong. Could bank this. Could also cut it into the side. Play it with some left-hand spin, some check. I think he is going for the cut. There you see, it doesn't look quite so bad, does it, from this angle? We'll know if it's in before you do, Phil. Oh, he has gone for the bank. maybe thinking a little bit two-way there. Using the Taom chalk, one of our sponsors. Thank you so much, the mainstream sponsor. Jonas Ottonen, Mika Immonen, Tony, and Andy. For those of you who don't know, the word Taom is made up of all the owners' initials.
Well, that's a fact for the day then.
It is, isn't it? Oh, I've got lots of them. Don't worry, lots of useless pieces of information. I think one of them's Andy. The O is Ottonen, Jonas Ottonen, yep. And the M is Mika Immonen.
Taom. Yeah.
And the word Taom comes from a very ancient language in Finland, from ancient Finnish language, and it means like a fighter,
yeah.
Hence the lion.
Yeah.
This isn't just entertainment, it's education. A very nice 9-ball. So he's not going anywhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3-3. Elsewhere, Yannick Pongas. He's going well in the other tournament, in the sets tournament. He's 3-0 up in the first set. Phil Wildman is already through to the quarterfinals of that one, but he's busy here at the moment, so but that's going to be a cracking match. Phil Wildman against Dean Shields.
Yeah. Might have to see if that's going to be a take 2 of the commentary over a Dean Shields match.
Oh yeah.
See if we can.
We had some problems earlier on, guys. Sorry about that, but we have sorted it out. So perhaps we'll get Dean and Phil Wildman on here a little bit later. Some breaking news to bring you from the UK Open in the building adjacent to this one. Clinching has beaten Shane Van Boening and goes on to the quarterfinals. Tobias Bonga's also through. He will play Mieszko Fortunski. Piers Labutis through as well. He will play Clinching. If you're a pool lover, what a few weeks you've had. We had the Masters, had the UK Open, we've had 2 events here as well from GB9. Pool is on the up and up.
Yes.
And I've never been to New Zealand, but I've been told I'm going to be going there this year for the ladies 9-ball, and also to Venezuela. What about that? I've heard it's one of the most dangerous countries in the world.
I was just going to say, yeah, that's something. New Zealand's
I think
going to be a nice place to go, isn't it?
I think they're trying to get rid of me. They're trying to get rid of me, I think. They'll do anything. So a little bit of a thin one on this 5-ball. That's why he's gone up and down. He's played this well. Would like it to come just a little bit further. Might see him play round the angles here. Go 3 rails back to the centre of the table. Played it perfectly, didn't he? Absolutely perfect. In goes the 9 ball. Once again then, taking a 4-3 lead. So we've had a 4-day event here. I believe there were, did I read 71 players or near 79, 80 players started in the 2 events?
This event had 71, and I've got 74 in my head on the other one. Obviously a lot of
Not
people
bad.
were combined into the 2 events.
There you see Yannick Pongers in the background, the young Dutch star, reigning World Junior Champion. I was there in Austria to see it. Very good player. His brother is also here as well, Quinton. I don't know if he's still going or not. I know he was in it earlier on. The Matchroom UK Open, Fedor Gorst has taken a 7-6 lead now over Robbie Capito from Hong Kong. 2-9 combination then, looking for a quick win. Oh, he's missed it. The only consolation, he hasn't left the 2 ball, but he could find himself behind the 9 here. Phil Wildman, very, very shrewd player. So stunning to the 3 maybe to hold it. Yeah, perfectly in behind the 9. Very well played. Acknowledged by Manuel as well. It was a billiard shot, that, wasn't it? It was a cannon.
2 points.
A few to go then for the world record at billiards. From knowledge, I think it was, I don't know, it was something like 25,000 before they changed the rules. I don't know what it is now. Does that still stand?
Yeah, it does with the historians of the game. It'll. I'm trying to think what the modern record is. Obviously, they changed all the rules in, I think, the 1970s.
Yeah, it was to stop playing. Well, they had people coming back to watch 2 balls jammed in a pocket and somebody just come and tap them all day long, didn't they?
Yeah.
I remember that's one of the reasons they changed the rules. You can only do so many shots in a row now before you have to play something different.
Yeah, it's 15 hazards and 75 cannons, if I remember rightly. Either or of them. Long way off to what I can make. So I don't need to worry about that rule.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever made 75 points in billiards, never mind 75 cannons. I've got an interesting little story about English billiards. I was in, I don't know whether you've heard of Carom Cafe, have you, in New York?
No, New York, no.
Very famous carom club. It has 10 carom tables. It has, I think, about 18 9-foot tables, and it has 2 English snooker tables, 12 by 6s. And a guy was teaching me to play carom, and I asked him if he'd ever played English billiards, and he never had. Oh, that's a really nice shot there. Unlucky, didn't get on the 3. Yeah, he'd never played it, so we went over to the snooker table, and I kind of showed him the basics, you know, the in-off points and how to score different ways. And we were playing away, and all of a sudden he started getting messages on his phone from people watching the CCTV asking, what game is that you're playing? It looks really interesting. We want to play it. And it kind of started like a mini rush on people wanting to start playing English billiards. They'd never seen it before. Can you believe that?
Yeah, it's a very skillful game. Hard as a spectator to sit and watch it.
Yeah, I was liking it to one pocket, you know. It's a great game to play, but who wants to watch it kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
I mean that in the nicest possible way. Yeah, the players complaining about how small the pockets are on the tables that they're using at the UK Open. You never hear the carom players complaining, do you, about how tight those pockets are? Interesting game. Martino Corriera in the other event. He's up against Kev Simpson. They're 1 set all, and Martino leads 4-3 in the deciding set over there.
Just looking at the semi-finals of this event, the race 2-1, Quinton Pongers against Dean Schultz. We were on about the one in the set play being a cracking match. Well, that one could equally match up to it.
Yeah, I mean, I really want to see that one as well.
I think, you know, at this stage, every match is going to be a cracking match, and yeah, it's...
I'm sure you've seen Yannick Pongers play before. There may be people that haven't watched him play before. If you haven't, well, it really is a great player.
Yeah.
Even better than his older brother. He's got a lot of passion as well. He's always good to watch. Wears his heart on his sleeve. Now, is he kicking this from behind?
No, up to it.
He's going side to side. He's going behind the 9. Look at this for a good attempt. Oh, unlucky. He knows his safety, doesn't he, Phil Wildman? He's going to have to play 3-ball, 2 rails on the middle of the rail, of the end rail, cue ball back behind. He's not going for this, surely, is he? If he is, he needs to move that cue ball. No, he's not. He's playing what I thought. There you go. That's okay, keeping the pressure on. Oh, he might fancy this.
Would you just drag the white behind the 7?
Well, it's a very touchy shot. Yeah, I think it's cuttable. I think he has to go at this, you know. Oh, he's touched the white with his
feathered
tip.
the white ball.
What a chance, what a turnaround. Yeah, the shot you were suggesting, it was on, but it was very touchy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
If he didn't get behind the 7, he was going to leave it. Just looking to see exactly where he wants to place the cue ball for position on the 7. And now can just draw. Oh, he's going to run through. Okay.
Run through, get onto the bottom side. Oh, looking at it.
Yeah, nicely done. It's kind of the Filipino way of playing pool. They always like to let the cue ball go where it wants to go. Whereas
Yeah, natural angle
Europeans, Europeans in general tend to, draw and stun more, don't they, than let the cue ball go where it wants to go. It's just kind of comes from snooker, I guess, and hard to run through on the English 8 ball. With a smaller white, it's always easier to play draw shots, isn't it?
It's one thing that I found when I was having a little practice the other night at this. Obviously, I've very, very little played 9 ball, but I found myself just topping everything, and I honestly can't remember the last time I actually topped a ball through as much as I have done this week in English pool. It's amazing, and how much you can cheat the pocket, to create an angle so you don't have to play English, as we'd say. You can just play everything natural ball and work on it from there.
Completely different game, isn't it, Sam?
Yeah. As we always say,
breaking off from the box.
Yeah, there's the more natural you can let the cue ball go, the less things can go wrong, really. Into the side.
Very nice break. That's the ball he was going for, the 1. Made 2 balls. And he's really nicely on this too. He's even got a slight angle. Now he could stun between either gap here, between the 7 and the 9, or the 5 and the 8. He could just draw straight up past the 9. He's got options. It's nice to have options.
I think the 7-9 would be the best to create the angle to come back down for the 4. Oh, just move the 7 out of the way.
I don't think he's on this. I think it's gone wrong.
Yeah, it's some work needs to be done.
The angle. If he has got
best I can bring.
Half of the maybe he's on it. He's on it. He's on this.
Use the rail. Yeah. I had more of it than we thought.
Yeah, just drew straight back off it. Now this 4 ball, cue ball going close to the 5. Played that well. Nice bit of camera work there. Sam's the man. Just a little draw, just a soft little draw. Now just hold low on the cue ball, 6 o'clock, just stroke it home. He's going to get his nose in front once again, then at 5-4. There's a huge exhibition going on at the moment in China. I should have been there, but I decided to stay here and do this instead.
Thank you, appreciate it. Yeah, the pictures that floated around on social media make it look like one cracking event, really.
Yeah, it really is a sight, isn't it? Over a million square feet. A million square feet. Can you imagine that?
Also, some of the machines that I saw that, like self-racking machines and things like that. Just bonkers technology, really.
Yeah, they're trying to get rid of human wreckers, aren't they?
Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll, I'm sure we'll get to the stage where we'll have a machine that can retip a cue for us and shape it exactly how you want it.
Well, hopefully, the job of commentating will always be human, even with AI and all that. I mean, I don't think you can replace humans for everything.
No, it'll take some doing with that. Is some commentary via AI. I think it is fantastic the route that AI is going, but you can certainly tell when something is AI generated compared to human generated.
Yeah, I certainly can on written articles, that's for sure.
Oh yes, that's one of the biggest cheat works that's happening at the minute. The amount of articles that people can produce with AI is ridiculous, but the actual health content of it all, it's not there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at the draw. It's actually Quinton Pongers against Dean Shields.
Yeah.
In the semi-final.
Oh, a big miss from Manuel. I was going for the combo.
Spencer Oliver is 5-3 down to Vietnamese Hai Dang. Both of those players looking to get to the semi-final. And the winner of that match and the winner of this match will play in the other semi-final. We'll have that coming up for you a little bit later on. This man at the table would love to be in it. Already has a 5-4 lead, looking to increase that to 6-4. He's finished a little bit straight on this. He might have to play a 5-8 combo, believe it or not.
Certainly would make sense too.
He's got to be careful here that he doesn't lose the 5 though. He needs to hit this really full on, and he needs a good pace on it as well. Oh, he's played it a clever way.
He's played that well. He's played that very well.
Took the danger right out of the equation. Played it very nice. It was made a lot easier, of course, the fact that he got right behind that 4 ball, didn't he? So that he could just be right behind the shot when he played it. Seven and 9 then for 6-4. Nicely done. 6-4 it is, but it will be Manuel breaking. Really enjoyed my chat with Dan and Luke between matches. Had a little chat via video cam. telling me all about their plans for GB9, and sounds very, very promising. The future sounds very, very promising.
Hopefully it will be. The new complex that they are planning on using for the GB9 tours looks very great. Looks very well. It's modern.
Are you allowed to say where it is, or is that not released yet,
I
that
don't.
information?
I think they're still looking at it. I know it's all over social media, but I know they're. In fact, I'm only saying it like that because I've totally forgotten the name of the name of the venue. Let me just.
It's not Alexandra Palace, is it?
That would be very nice, wouldn't it? That'd be quite spectacular.
Yeah, great venue, but not really greatly placed, I don't think. It's a little bit out of the way, but it's good for the kind of events that Matchroom put on there, of course, for the Masters and the darts. Couldn't get a better place, could you? Plus the history behind it as well, the place where the first TV broadcast came from. Kind of a nice history. I think the players have taken a little time out. Shall we do the same?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll be back shortly, folks.
Welcome back, guys, to this quarter-final race to 8 between Phil Wildman on your screen, about to break off against Spaniard Manuel Fernandez. Phil just has the edge at the moment, looking for that semi-final spot.
Missed the one to the centre.
No damage done though, so he's going to have to push out Manuel, you would think. He could play a kick at this, you know, though, because it's not easy to push out on this. I'd be tempted maybe to play this little two rail kick and stick, hold the cue ball behind the 5 and send the 1 off the side rail and hopefully back down somewhere near the 2. And I think that's what he's going to play.
Probably a bit of side as well, just to keep it frozen to the rail. He's got a nice pace on that.
He played it really nicely. Okay, didn't get cover.
No.
Does Phil fancy a thin contact on the right hand side of the 1 as we look his left and bring the cue ball round 2 rails behind the 5.
That'd be a very snooker-esque shot. He's caught it a bit thick. He's brought the 1 into play and a natural angle here to drop to the 2.
To play the 2-3.
Yeah.
But as you said, just a little bit too thick on that 1 ball for Phil. And now this 2-3 has to be careful he doesn't lose the 2 though. He's going to have to cut the red 3 slightly. 2 will be heading northwards.
He's played that well. That second kiss just helped it as well. Separated them.
Still got some problems though to get on this 4 ball. Oh, he played that with a huge amount of right hand spin and draw to hold for the 4 in the side. He's overrun it slightly still. Nicely done. Used the 9 to hold for this long straightish 5 ball, nothing to do with the cue ball, so has to really concentrate, focus on making this 5, keep that head still. Didn't expect him to play it at that pace. Guessing Manuel was over here for the main Matchroom event and ended up playing in this as well. Is that right? Do you know?
Yeah, I think majority of them. I think there's only a handful. I think the ones that only came for the amateur are locals. I think, but yeah, I'd say that a high majority came over for the main event. Obviously, this was advertised. I think there were about 2 months of advertisement for this. What, less than the actual main? I'll just be much on.
Well, it's a really good idea, and hopefully they'll introduce this to more tournaments. I did hear a whisper that they might be doing this at the US Open as well, and also when they go to places like Vietnam, they'll hold one of these alongside also. And that combined with the junior events also that they have. I know they've got the Jason Shaw Junior going on at the moment as well next door. I believe it's over, isn't it? Is it finished now, the junior?
Yeah,
Do we know
it's
who won it?
usually just a 2-day event, isn't it? It's great that they're able to put something on for the juniors. You know, great atmosphere for them to play in and build that match gritness in a way in an early stage.
There's nothing quite like playing matches to get you sharp, and it's a great way to learn every aspect of the game as well. It's all well and good doing it on your practice table at home or down the local club, but you need to get that practice of actually playing in big events and the pressure situations. And there's some great stuff going on in the States at the moment as well for the juniors. There's a guy called Ra Hanna. He's teamed up with Predator, I know, to do a tour for the juniors there, and there's some great people coming from that tour, such as Savannah Easton, Sophia Mast from the girls' side, and also Sam Henderson, who I think still is a junior. I know he's just been playing in the main Matchroom event. Had some pretty good results in that also. Juniors are where the future is.
Yeah, that's it. If you don't get them involved, you lose them out to other sports and other, other things in life. So yeah, you've got to really take the opportunities while you can and in a position where you can attend these junior events at big. Oh, that white ball. Yeah, if you can attend these junior events at big events that are, they've got audiences. I mean, like the juniors here, they're playing in an arena with a stand around them. It's got to be quite something to aspire to for future.
Albinosian has started out in his last 16 match against Liu Teng from Chinese Taipei. The Austrian leads 5-3 at the moment in that one. Well, here's a news flash for you. Fedor Gorst has been beaten by Robbie Capito from Hong Kong by 10 racks to 8. The USA have just one player left, Skylar Woodward. He will be playing Petri Mäkinen from Finland a little bit later on. Fedor Gorst, Shane Van Boning out. Oh, he's lost the cue ball here. Now, has he got a piece of this 2 ball? Can he swerve into the 2 ball? He's almost guaranteed to make the 6 if he can. Well, there's your answer. Just people watching maybe not familiar with 9-ball, you see what he's doing up there with the rail. He's trying to work out the angle where he needs to hit the cushion, but you're not allowed to put any mark on the rail or leave your chalk there or anything like that. You're welcome to go and look, but you mustn't give yourself any physical markers where to hit.
Oh.
Wow, he got very close. Try and do that again.
It's an interesting system with the diamonds on the cushions while the rails, you know, it's... If there's a man who is very good with diamonds on the rails, it's the gentleman that's side me. Jake Newell's just joined the sat bang next to me. It's someone that's implemented a little system in the English pool to use that. To get out of different situations. Yeah, obviously in English pool you've got to imagine where they all are.
Yeah, because you've not got the spots on the rails,
have you? It's just pure wood, or... Yeah, it's just pure wood across them.
Yeah, a lot of players, I know Venom, the trick shot guy,
yeah,
he uses markers in the room. Like it might be a chair or a pillar or even a bottle on a table or something. He'll use that as a reference sometimes, he was telling me.
Yes, that's something that I do when I'm playing in matches. If you ever need to get out of anything, it's a nice little marker to use. I've also told people that have been stood near the table to actually stand still and stay there while I take my shot, because I'm aiming for the shoe. That was quite fun.
That's cheating. That's a physical. That's coaching. I'll be giving you a yellow card for that, Sam. Played a really nice shot there to get from the 4 to the 5, Phil. And he's judged this pretty nice as well for the 7. Into the side, a little draw off of this brown 7.
The angle's looking nice there.
Nicely done. And this will put him on the hill if he can make the black 8 and Bumblebee 9. Well, he'll be buzzing, pardon the pun. Really nice clearance, a classy clearance from Phil Wildman, takes him to the hill. Now let's have a look around at some other scores for you guys. Quinton Pongers, we already know, will play Dean Shields in one semi-final. Hai Dang from Vietnam is 6-5 up on Spencer Oliver. The winner between Spencer and Hai Dang will play the winner of this one. And we'll have those two semi-finals coming for you. Or one of them at least, should I say. I think it's going to be Quinton Pongers against Dean Shields.
That's just started on table 8 as Quinton and Dean.
Oh, it started, has it?
Yeah.
Well, we're not going to be seeing that one then, guys, unfortunately.
No, I think it's a case of because Dean's in both, just got to try and get him on. I'm just trying to predict who it could be. One. Sorry, I'm just trying to predict who it could be in the next semi-final.
The dry break. Now there is a nice safety on here. Send the one ball straight back down the table. Send the cue ball into the 3. Should get cover at least behind the 5 ball. The 4 ball rather. The pink 4. Some events I commentate on has the purple 4, some has the purple 5.
Yeah.
Where do you stand on standardisation of equipment? I know we've seen a lot of there's a lot of talk about the tight pockets, and somebody raised a very important point. If you're growing up as a junior and trying to come through the ranks and you're only ever playing on tables in your club, you know, with bigger pockets, and then all of a sudden you go to a tournament and you're playing on super tight pockets, it's going to be quite tough, isn't it?
Yes, yeah, if there's no standardised pocket, it's quite an interesting one, but I think what Matchroom are obviously trying to do is find a pocket template that works, you know, and then one that does work that's a little bit tighter will end up being possibly a standardised pocket for their events, and then it's down to the players to get the tables with that template.
I'm looking for action in the corner. Want some action.
You know,
yeah, but it's still the problem of, you know, the hundreds and thousands and millions of tables already around the world with 5-inch pockets that you grow up practicing on, and you never get to play on new cloth. It's then again, you know, it's always been kind of the great thing about cue sports, that I liken it a little bit to golf, where you're playing on different courses, you know, every week, and you have to adjust, and you have to be good enough to adjust to different conditions.
Yeah, you certainly do. However, for a game like this, it'd be good for a standard rule set. Sorry, not standard rule set, that's English, Paul. A standard kind of equipment side of things, in terms of table and the pocket templates. But look, there's a lot more things that need to be sorted out probably prior to deciding what pocket template we use across every variation of American pong.
Yeah, that was a nice shot, that. I think he's got him behind the 9, hasn't he?
I will double check, because Luke stood behind me. I'll just double check what the pocket sizes are for these Sams first before I say it.
They are 4.5, I think.
Yeah, I thought. Yeah, I didn't know if you'd spoken about it earlier, but yeah, I had that on my head.
Yeah.
Now hearing that some pocket sizes are 5-inch, that's ridiculous, is that?
Yeah, I mean it is, but you know, 4.5 is still okay, you know, for non-top pros. I mean, it's not They're not easy by any means. It's not like they're 5-inch.
No.
And you think about it, half an inch, I mean, that's nothing either, is it really?
No. But
Not
it's
a lot.
amazing what it does.
But imagine what it does. That's right. It also depends on the shelf, how deep the shelf is, of course, on the table, which can make the pockets play smaller as well. And you take into consideration the weather conditions and balls sliding in, new balls, polished balls, old balls, dirty balls.
There is, yeah. And that's across any cue sport, really. You know, we have... You look at in the UK with the English pool scene, you know, you've got different organisations that play on different types of tables, and they always say that obviously the TV table always plays bigger than any other table. And there's factors around that. Not because the actual pockets are bigger, but, you know, it'll be the one that's new cloth, new balls.
Yeah, it's not getting practice. It's not getting practiced on. There's the TV lights, of course. The bigger lights. There's always more lighting on the TV table, so it's more people around it watching in general as well. So that changes the humidity and the around the cloth. Yeah, it's a really interesting subject, and I remember in my snooker days, you know, you had to adjust. You were playing on different tables every week in the leagues and stuff like that. It's part of the fun of the game. Oh, he wanted a full ball hit on that, and he's got it.
He's got it. That's rather fortunate.
So 1 match point should be saved here by the looks of it. Well, he still needs to play this. He's playing it with a lot of left-hand spin, as you can see. Needs it to run a bit. It has.
Yeah, he's fine with that one.
Nicely done. So he saved 1 match point then. And he'll move within 1 to 7-6. Very nicely done. Made sure he stayed down nice and long there as well. In the other match, Spencer Oliver is 7-5 down also. This one about to go to 7-6, of course. Now, all I keep hearing about and reading about and looking at on Facebook, Sam, is the Northern Lights. Now, come on, tell us what that's all about. What's been going on?
Yeah, it was, unfortunately, where we are in Telford, it was quite light polluted, so I didn't get to see it. If I was actually back home in Bridlington, I'd have seen it. And some of the photos that have come out have been absolutely fantastic. But strongest solar storm since 2005 apparently, and you could see it with the naked eye across the most of the UK. Obviously less light pollution, the more vibrant it was, but the fact that you could see it from your home.
Well, that's really going to harm tourism in Norway, isn't it? Is it Norway where people go to watch them?
Yeah, it's always up them parts of the Arctic Circle, isn't it? It's close to that.
It's kind of one of the attractions of going there to see them.
Yeah, well, that's it. It's ticked it off.
In England and watch them.
Yeah, it's ticked it off a lot of people's bucket lists. Was that?
Yeah. I don't think Norway will be in any danger of going bankrupt over a few tourists not turning up.
Yeah, I've seen some of the photos. Equally, like even the weather, it's quite. You know, it's one of them. We're in a fantastic venue doing what we love, but we've just had a nice warm week for once. Oh, where's the 9 going?
Sorry to interrupt you.
7-7. What a way to pull it back.
Well,
it's 2-9. That's the beauty of it.
It never ceases to amaze.
Yeah, that's why I love it. It never ceases to
amaze, does it, this game? The game is 7-6.
Here the temperatures have been reaching just over 20 degrees Celsius, and like, as you know, in UK, that's really nice. And it has been all week, and we've been sat in here, so. But we're doing what we love, and that's the main thing.
Petri Mackinnon has started out against Skylar Woodward in the big UK Open next door. 2-1. Petri Mackinnon leads, and Liu Riteng 6-4 down now to Albin Ocean. 7-7 here in the really big match.
Well, anything could happen on this break. Hill.
You get the feeling Phil really needs to break and run this, because his opponent is firing at everything at the moment, and he's got a bit of confidence going on. Well, look at this. Unfortunate about the 3. If he could get to play short side on the 3, that would be okay. He's going to have to come with a big draw shot if he can off of this 2 ball. Some ball and right hand. Get the cue ball kind of near where the 4 is. Sorry, the 5. Also looking at the possibility of playing the 3-5 combo.
No, he's kicked the 3 out. Cracking shot.
Yeah, not sure that's the way he played it. I think he was trying to come past it maybe, but nevertheless, it was a really good shot, wasn't it, to get any action on that cue ball from being...
Yeah, from that tight on the rail.
Awkward.
Yeah. Pot the 3, come round the 8. 2 rails.
Doesn't want to be straight.
Where's it?
Doesn't want to be straight. Straight is no good. We'll have to play for the 7 in the middle like that. Might have to play for the 7 in the middle. Unless you can hold for the blue spot. No, I'm alright.
Do you want to jump on?
No.
You sat there, so you may as well jump.
Yeah, I can hear him anyway, so just put him a little bit closer to the microphone.
Well, it was so he could hear you, to be honest, Mark.
Well, if he does take this on, he's going to have to put just a little bit of a draw shot. He doesn't need to come back too far. Just leave himself kind of a 3/4 shot on the 6. Doesn't have to get back too far. Oh, he doesn't want to go back too far. He's okay. Surprised he came back that much, to be honest.
I think that's the beauty of it as well, is being able to punch it into the cushion to go into the pocket. It just generates chances to bring the white ball out so much. It's fascinating to see.
You could also say that, though, that he played a bad positional shot to get so straight on the 5. Do you know what I mean? That's the other counter argument to really tight pockets, you know. Play better position instead of using pockets to play the better position kind of thing. It's just playing devil's advocate, not saying what's right or wrong.
No, you are
this
right,
is exactly what Phil needed, wasn't it? This
a
good
nice,
break and run, finish it off in style.
The 2-3 was the crunch pot.
Yeah, it really was a good shot. He maybe had a little bit of luck nipping it out. Not sure if he played it. Maybe you can ask him afterwards. We still don't know who he's going to be playing, though. Whether it be Spencer Oliver and a shout. He's happy. He's in the semi. Sounded like Elliot Sanderson was in the room for a second. The screamer. Perhaps we can hear him from the other room, can we? Well played. So Phil Wildman goes on. He will face either Haidang or Spencer Oliver. We'll be back with more action, guys, from this UK Amateur Open very, very soon. I'm Mark White with Sam Jones. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you for the next match very, very soon. See ya.